Welcome back to Your Own University TV. My name is Lisha, and we are going to talk about something that affects so many people because it has been the answer to all of your problems. Okay, so when have you had enough therapy? When have you had enough therapy? That's what this theme is going to be all about today, because I have been talking to a ton of people that have been in therapy their entire lives, and they keep going back to therapy and they're not getting the results that they want. So if this is you, this is for you.
Join us at Your Own University. Like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. You're not going to want to miss a bit of this.
Okay, so when have you had enough therapy? When is it not the point to go into therapy? And when is it time to do something different? When you want true, lasting results? I'm gonna give you the one reason why you should go to therapy and when it is appropriate for you to go to therapy and so you get the most out of both for yourself and your therapist. And then I'm gonna share with you a couple areas that you are affected as a whole and what you can do about it when you have just at that stopping point, when you have gone back to therapy over and over and over again. Maybe you were put into therapy like so many of us because of some childhood trauma, or your parents got a divorce, and that can be a trauma, right? And the whole family goes to therapy, and you begin this journey of the therapeutic model. And now, a lot of people are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and they keep going back to the therapist wondering why they're still talking about the same old thing that they've been talking about forever. Today, we're gonna bust through that. So the one reason that you wanna go to therapy is when you need to figure out what happened for yourself. Your story and what happened to you, working through the dialogue of what happened to you, sorting out your thoughts and clearing away the confusion is the number one reason why you go to therapy. Another reason to go to therapy is to really begin to reprogram the brain through the trauma. So begin to process the trauma. The therapy, traditional therapy, as well as positive psychology and cognitive behavioral patternings and all of this stuff is really designed to help you sort through the past. So if you are in a situation right now that you need to sort through, go to therapy. If you are needing to sort through the past, meaning you really want to dig in it, figure out what happened, make your mind unravel all that, the trauma, the drama, this is a time for you to go to therapy. This is when it's going to be really, really effective. After you've sorted that out, after you have clarity, therapy no longer, in my opinion, is what you need. What you need is to put the pieces of your life back together. And that's why at Your Own University, we really focus on you as a whole being, a holistic, beautiful being. So you can tap into that peace that you want, that peace and that assurity and that awareness that you want. So it's a rebuilding practice. So let's just say, for instance, that you, like many, have gone to therapy, or maybe you and your spouse have gone to therapy many, many times, and you're still working through the same stories, you're still hashing out the same problems. Nothing has really changed, but you have clarity, but you have a freedom of understanding of what happened, and that's really beautiful. That means that the therapy has worked. You have that clarity. Now let's move forward. How does coaching work, or how does transpersonal psychology differ? Meaning the holistic spiritual approach to it is this integration process. And that is what I offer in my private coaching. That is what we offer in our coaching certification program at Your Own University. We help people to move beyond therapy and back into life. However, not as the same person that you were when you started therapy. Not as the person that even understands what happened to you that got you into therapy in the first place, but as the person that you create, that you design yourself to be beyond and integrating whatever brought you into therapy. So let's say, for instance, since my specialty is childhood trauma, let's say that you went through a childhood trauma, which is 1 in 4 of all of us go through specifically childhood sexual trauma before the age of 18. So if it's 1 in 4 power of that, I bet you've gone through a divorce of your parents, right? That's a really common one. A car accident, moving from one place to another place, especially when you're in high school and forming those really strong peer groups. That move can really shift and change people. So let's say that you went through a childhood trauma and you've gone to therapy and you've talked it out, you've worked it out, you know what your triggers are, you know this and that, you know how to set boundaries, you have the coping skills to deal with it if it happens again, and you know what happened. You've sorted through the stuff. Now what? Now it's about time to create your life the way that you want it now, integrating those pieces of who you are based on what you experienced, all of your experiences, the trauma, the drama, the past, the good stuff, the great stuff, the wins, the celebrations, all of that stuff you are going to integrate into who you are now, and then create the life that you desire to live. And I mean holistically. So what is this holistic approach? The holistic approach that you can take right now, today, is asking yourself these questions. Am I feeding myself, my physical body? Are you feeding your physical body the healthiest foods, the most nutrition that you can be healthy? And are you mentally claiming your health and your vitality and your well-being and really thinking positive thoughts? Or are you ready to train your brain to think more positive thoughts? You're ready to train your brain to be more supportive of who you are and creating the life that you want. 3, are you feeling the way that you want to feel? Do you surround yourself Are you surrounding yourself with things that lift you up, that feel good? Are you following your passions? And if not, begin following your passions, those things that light you up. Focus on your gratitude. You can join my gratitude challenge right now on our Facebook page. 4, spiritually. Are you feeding yourself spiritually, and are you surrounding yourself with people that allow you to really talk about yourself spiritually? Are you anchoring your soul into your body? Meaning, oftentimes when we go through a trauma, our soul kind of pops up. I have a beautiful meditation that was earlier this week that I did for all of you. It's here on this YouTube channel that you can look at and experience, where we integrate the soul back into your body. So your essence, your natural you, comes into your physical house, your being. So your soul essence is running your mental mind, saying loving, wonderful things. Your soul essence is following your passion and telling your heart what is going to serve you, so you can serve the biggest in the world. 3, are you surrounded by relationships that respect your boundaries, that feel great? And if not, how can you begin to integrate those higher relationships into your life right now? Or are you walking in your purpose? Now, your purpose might be how you make money, and it might not be how you make money, but it's definitely something that you spend your time and energy on, that fills you up, that lets you just know without a shadow of doubt that you are doing your thing in the world. Could be art, could be something really creative, could be singing, could be being a judge or a lawyer or a doctor or a nurse or cleaning house or taking care of animals, or anything that fills you up and lights your fire. Are you doing those things that are letting you feel your impact in the world, so you are slowly building the legacy that you're here to live? This is how you begin to rebuild your life after working through all that stuff in therapy. But if you don't do this, integration piece, you'll be stuck in this cycle of creating drama and trauma, creating survival, creating victimhood, creating whatever you went to therapy in the first place for, again and again, because therapy teaches us to focus on and figure out what needs fixed. And to shift your life, you have to shift into what is going right. What is going right? What is lighting you up? What are you doing that is positive? How do you focus on that positive mentality? If you want to go deeper into this, shifting from the need of therapy to no longer needing therapy, I have an amazing group happening in 2020. You can get discounts right now. It is called Amazing You. It is my signature program, and if you're interested, just message me, PM me here, say, hey, send me a link, send me more information, or visit my personal website at lishaantica.com and check out the Amazing You program. Now, the group invite is something that I send out, so you're gonna have to totally contact me, and I'd love to hear from you and what you think about this anyway, your experience with therapy, and are you ready to move forward, and how you're integrating all these pieces into your life for yourself, right? So you create the life that you want to live, and know without a shadow of a doubt that you matter, that you're enough, and it's time to have fun. It's time to be happy, right? All right, thank you for joining us at Your Own University. This is just a little bit about us and what we do. And I hope that you got a lot out of this video to move you forward into more joy in your life. Talk to you soon.